Good morning. How's everyone doing? If you're finding me for the first time, my name is Penny. I come here a few days a week. My goal here is to inspire you. I hope you can listen and learn something by the time I'm done talking here. So if this is your first time to find me, please go on my page, like my page, and share this video with your friends. And if you have not gone to my YouTube channel, please do that. And I'm online. I'm gonna finish. Yeah, no, you're good. We'll talk when I finish. And invite your friends. So I'm about to share myself, so we can encourage one another and make the world a better place than we found it. So I am sharing because I care. Do the same because you care, and invite your friends over. Let's have this discussion. Okay. Let me do this in group. So today we are going to do like a kind of interactive talk. You know, if you can, type in. If you can, share this video so we can invite more people. So we are doing this book. Skylar, how are you? We are doing this book and we are asking ourselves these questions. Get a pen and a paper and write these questions. They want you to ask yourself these questions so you can think. Yeah, a pencil is the best way to go so you can erase. So every day we find 20 questions that we are supposed to ask ourselves. These questions are supposed to help us create self-awareness. That's what we are trying to do. So you know yourself, so you know what works for you, you know what doesn't work for you. Let's go straight to the question. Number one, what is a tradition you always look forward to? Do you have a tradition you always look forward to? I was thinking the other day how I kind of feel bad that my children are grown. I have 3 children who are in college now, and they have a different spring break. But I used to look forward to us taking spring break together. Every year we took spring break, you know, before my oldest son went to college. We always went to different places. And it was something the kids look forward to. And once they went to college, that tradition was broken. But now we are trying to do summer vacations. I always look forward to go away with our children, all of us, the whole family, away from home, so we can just take a break from life. We still do that. And we also do the Thanksgiving and Christmas. They're just trying to ask you, do you have a tradition that you've created or that you've thought about that you can start and then look forward to it every year? Number 2, is there a responsibility you wish you could shrink? Yes, the responsibility that I wish I could shrink is the dependence, the number of dependents in the African culture. We have a lot of our family members depending on us, and our family members don't depend on us because they are not able to. We have a culture where they just need one child to succeed, and then everybody depends on that child. Everybody else sits down. We are growing like food on a very small area, and we grow a lot of food that we even freeze the food here in America. And you'll get somebody from home telling you, you're in Nairobi, you're in Mombasa, you're in Nigeria. Somebody's telling you that they have no food to eat. You know, it's because they don't want to go get the seeds. The seeds are like little money to buy these vegetables and plant. They don't want to do the work. So if there's anything I would like to shrink in this world is the dependency that Africans have, especially Africans. They depend. In America, they have the welfare system. But in Africa, they depend on one child, and most of the time they drain that child. And that child really never succeeds because everybody is depending on one child that is actually working hard. So I would shrink that dependency. Number 3, what do you think is the easiest job in the world? The easiest job in the world. Think about it. You don't have to tell me. You can write it. What is the easiest job in the world? As far as I know, the easiest job in the world is a job that you're passionate about, something maybe you started as a hobby and then it turned out to be a business. That's the easiest job, is something that you are passionate about, according to me. So answer yourself. Okay, number 4, what is making you proud? As usual, for most of us who have children and the children are become adults, our children make us so proud. I think for the most part, most of us who have children, that's what we are proud about. And or if you have a business, if I'm running a successful business, you can be proud of your business. Okay, what are you proud of at this time today? Take a pen and a paper, please write. What are you currently wearing? Meaning, they're trying to have you think, are you intentional on how you dress? What I'm wearing today, I got so many compliments. This is the t-shirt I'm wearing. My husband brought me this t-shirt from Colombia a few years ago. Everybody loves this t-shirt. And every now and then, I just feel like wearing it to work. And it stops everyone because of the colors. They're trying to have you think, are you intentional when you leave the house? Do you look at what you're wearing, or you just leave the house? You need to be more intentional of what you're wearing, because the way you dress starts a conversation. The way you wear your hair, the way you package yourself can make people talk to you a certain way, can make people look at you a certain way. How do you package yourself? Number 6, why did you choose to wear what you're wearing today? I've already explained. I wore this, I like this top because it's colorful. And by the way, my pants have Rasta colors. And everybody today is telling me they love the pants. And when they tell me they love the pants, I always ask them if they want the actual weed, because the pants have weed, they have Bob Marley, they have all the Jamaican colors. So why did you choose to wear what you're wearing today? They're asking you to think about that. Number 7, when you look in the mirror, what do you see? There's a friend of mine who told me a couple weeks ago that she looked in the mirror. For the longest time, she's really never loved herself. She looked in the mirror and finally accepted herself. She went to the mirror with no clothes. I've heard this from several people. They looked in the mirror and they accepted what they saw. Once you accept what you see in the mirror and tell yourself, this is it, you're going to be at peace. If you cannot accept what you see on the mirror, you're always going to seek people to what do you call the right name, to validate you. You're always going to seek other validation from people, from your husband, from your wife, from your friends. But if you look in the mirror and you without clothes, meaning you're just how you are, and you accept yourself, you're just going to be fine. So when you look in the mirror, what do you see? Number 8, what is something you changed your mind about? Think about it. What is that one thing you changed your mind about? And I'd like to share this because this is something that I used to be against until now. I used to be against marrying or dating a younger man. That is something that I think culturally we are raised to think that you can only date or marry an older man. And I was talking to a friend of mine. She's 55 right now. One night we were having a conversation and I was telling her I'm turning 50 and I was looking forward to go to Dubai. I was excited. And then, I asked her how she's doing and she's like, oh, I'm doing great. I'm dating this guy. He's 45. We get to travel. We do a lot of things. Right away, the village in me, she's an American. The village in me, I was like, wow, that's like a young man. She's like, Penny, that's just 10 years. But we really get to do a lot of things. And she said to me that, you know what, I'm trying to live the moment. And then she told me, I'm 55. When I look at men who are 60, when I look at men who are 70, when I look at men who are older, they don't like to do half the things I like to do. She was a basketball player. She hikes, she travels, she's up and about. And so she asked me, Penny, what would be the reason for me to refuse to date this 45-year-old man who wants to date me or do things with me because I'm looking for an older man who just wants to sit and watch TV and do nothing? I mean, like, she made sense to me. I had never really thought about that in a way that, when I'm 50, I'm active. Like for me, I'm very active. I like to travel. I like to garden. I'm up and about. So if I had to remarry again, Based on what that lady helped me to change my mind, I will probably marry a younger man. And that's okay, because she made sense to me. She made sense to me that you're not going to marry a man who just wants to sit on the couch. I don't like that. You're not going to marry a man who doesn't want to travel. You like to travel. So older men, meaning she was trying to tell me, when you meet these older men, they just want to sit down and do nothing. And me, Penina from Nyando Chevere, I grew up in a village. I just do not, it is very unattractive to be with a man that just wants to sit there and do nothing. I went so far to explain the one point of what was something you changed your mind about. I changed my mind about that, and I don't think I'm planning to go back to it. Number 9, what do you want to be known for? When you're long gone, and you need to know that you'll be gone, how would you like people to remember you? How you like people to remember you is what you're going to do. You're creating that history. What kind of history are you creating for your children and the rest of the community? How do you want people to remember you? Write that down and challenge yourself. When people are going to come to your funeral, what are they going to say? Because you're going to die someday. That's a fact. How do you want to be remembered? Number 10. What is one thing you do to help you sleep? What is one thing to help you go to sleep? I know people who are taking medication. I know people who play music. I know people who listen to podcasts. What do you do to go to sleep? I'm just telling you, do not take medication to go to sleep. Be active enough. If you're active enough, it takes literally less than 5 minutes to fall asleep. It doesn't take that long to fall asleep if you're active enough. Stop taking medication to go to sleep, because medication has side effects. You do that every day. You do that once a week. Why are you putting all this medication in your system? Find a podcast, put music, play the radio. You will go to sleep. So they're asking you to create awareness. And I'm telling you, do not take medication to go to sleep. Number 11. What do you think is the hardest job in the world? To me, again, for those of us who have children, the hardest job in this world is being a parent. Because when you have children, from the time you conceive until you birth these children and raise them, you don't know what kind of children you're going to have. Punde si punde, kuruka kakara. Your children turn out to be nothing like you. Your children turn out to be nothing like your spouse, nothing like your sisters, nothing. Your children turn out to be something that you didn't even expect. That is the hardest job. You didn't sign up for that. The hardest job to me on planet Earth is being a parent. What is the hardest job for you? Number 12. What happened the last time you smiled at someone? They smiled back. So did you smile at someone how long ago have you smiled? Did you smile today, yesterday? When was the last time you smiled? You just saw someone, you're like, hi, hello. You saw me smile. I just smiled, and my friend who came to talk to me, he didn't know I was on live. When was the last time you smiled? Number 13. When would you use a do not disturb sign? If you've been following me a long time, you know, on Friday, nobody is allowed to talk to me. In fact, when I say that, I mean that. I don't want to talk to anybody. After I had my 4th child, 4 children I have. After I had my 4th child, I got tired of working full-time and being a full-time mom. I resigned from my full-time job in 2011, and in 2012, I started working part-time. And when I went into part-time status, I set Friday just for me. When the baby was little, that was 2012, Ryan was 1, I would, breastfeed and be home with the baby. But I went from a 7-day work schedule to a 3-day payroll work schedule. And 4 days I was home with the baby. And then I chose 1 day for me, which is Friday. I called Penny Day, 2012. And on every Friday, I have a do not disturb sign. And let me tell you, ask any of my children. I get so upset when somebody is trying to talk to me. My children, yes, I love them. But I just need that 1 day for me, because you know what? We are busy running around. We need to do the self-care. I'm not in my mother's generation where I gave my children my all. I tried that and I almost perished. I'm not giving my children my all. I'm not giving my husband my all. I'm not giving my job my all. I'm not giving anybody my all. I'm reserving some for me. So that's what they're asking you. When do you use your do not disturb sign? Do you have one? Number 14. Who is the last person you had dinner with? They're asking you this because most of us don't have dinner. Most of us grab and go. Grab and go. When was the last time you had dinner? In your home, in a restaurant, dinner. You had dinner. You sat down and ate a meal. Dinner with everybody on the table. Unfortunately, my family, I miss the days I used to have all my children at the dining table. I miss that a lot. And when I think about it, I feel like I'm choking. Because I'm not going to see that day. And again, let me tell you guys who have children, small children. Once the children go to college, they all have different schedules. I look forward. This Friday, my son is coming from college. I look forward to having my 4 children in my house. And when they come there, I try to force them. I gather them. I record them. I tell them I miss them. On Friday, I'm going to have all my 4 children and my husband, all of us and the dogs in the house. I look forward to that. Most of us don't even go to see our parents. Let me tell you, our parents look forward to seeing all their children in one house. You don't know that until it happens. Good morning, Kemto. Kemto is calling me Penina, my mother's name, my grandmother's name. When was the last time you had dinner with your whole family? Create that time. I can't wait on Friday to see my Dylan, and then I'm going to make a meal, their favorite meal. In fact, it's him I'm calling to ask him, because he's the one who's not home, to tell me his favorite meal. And Ryan and I talked about that, and Ryan said, yes, Mom, he gets to make the call. You make his favorite meal, and we are going to enjoy it. So when was the last time you had a meal, like a dinner, with your family, or you had your family in one sitting? Please, if you don't do that, push it. Number 15, when was the last time you fought your tears back? I just attended a funeral this past weekend of a young man, a child that I saw grow, and I tried to hold my tears back, and I couldn't. There are things that just make you very sad. 16, what are you most concerned about at this very moment? Okay, what are you most concerned about this very moment? I am so concerned about the economy. I took a money management class in 1997, right before I had my children. I sat in a financial class. And I'm really good with my numbers. I manage my money well, my family money well. But I'm at a point where I can barely afford anything. Yes, I understand I have children in college. I have adult children who are eating twice the food. I have all these responsibilities. I have my mom. But I'm so concerned about the economy. We can barely pay all the bills the way we used to and have savings. I've not been able to save going to like a year now, because my husband lost his job a year ago, and we've been working business here and there, and little money that we put aside here and there. I've not been able to save for a whole year, and I'm concerned. The saving that I do is forced saving, which is not the savings that I mean that you have extra money sitting somewhere. I have not been able to do that, and I'm really concerned about the economy. Number 17, what is the worst apology you've ever had? What is the worst apology? The worst apology is when you tell someone, okay, I'm sorry then. Okay, I'm sorry then. If that's how you feel, then I'm sorry. Worst apology. Number 18, what have you complained about today? I want you to just measure how many times you complain and write it down. In fact, today is Gratitude Wednesday, I call it. When was the last time you complained? Have you complained today? I have. Can you keep a tab of how many times you complain? It's something that I've learned to create awareness, especially at work. Because there's a time I was finding myself complaining all the time. And then my supervisor told me, Penny, is there a time you never complain, Jesus? When your supervisor says that, you have to be careful, because your review might not show really very positive things. So I've learned not to complain at work, because you know what it's going to reflect. I was like, every day I'm like, why am I here? Why? Little petty complaints. Create awareness. When was the last time you complained? Okay. Number 19. What are you looking forward to? I am looking forward to Thanksgiving. This year, my family skipped the family vacation because we could not afford the traditional family vacations that we have. And we are trying to see if we can do something for Thanksgiving. And I'm looking forward to it because I'm going to have all my 4 children in my house for at least a week. I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving. What are you looking forward to? 20. Have you lied today? Think about it. Have you lied today? Kemunto, please share this video. Have you lied today? Let's all just be in agreement that we lie. But can you keep track of your lies? How often do you lie? Why are you lying? Keep a tab. I used to work in the group home with very good, nice people that were born again. Some were born again Sunday, some were Seventh-day Adventist. I worked with people that were so spiritual. And I used to watch them lie. You know, sometimes you are given an assignment and you didn't do the assignment. I used to watch them lie. And then I'm like, okay, you're reading the Bible and then you're lying. Those lies, I didn't really like the lies because I'm like, why are you lying? Just say you didn't do something. I've listened or I've witnessed people lie. I'm like, that lie was not necessary. Just like now I'm telling you, financially things are not good for me. Why should I lie that things are good? Things are not good for a lot of us financially. So don't lie. Or if you're lying, keep a tab. What are you lying about? You're lying, and then when people find out the truth, they disassociate with you. You're like, oh, why did Penny cut me off? Because you're lying. So they're asking you today, have you lied today? And what did you lie about? Please, take a pen and a paper. Through the day, every time you lie. I have a journal here. My friend Becky sent me this nice Michael Kors book cover. And my friend's daughter, Bossy from the UK, sent me a nice journal. And he says, say a little prayer. Okay? And in this journal, I always hide it somewhere. I don't want anybody to know where it is. I keep track of some bad habits that I have that I don't want people to know. So, find a journal and write the lies you do in a day. Because you know them. Write them. Then at the end of the week, like for me, Penny Day is when I evaluate and see the mess I made during the week. So I journal every day. I write something in. You know, if you can use a pencil so you can erase. But keep track of your lies. So that way, you try and reduce. Because some of you lie so much until you normalize the lies and it becomes a normal life. So don't. If you keep track of them, you will reduce your lies and you'll be a nice person. So thank you for watching. I hope you've listened and learned something. I hope you can go tell someone that you heard this lady ask us to ask this question on Facebook. And these questions are meant to create awareness. And I want to tell people who are on Facebook or TikTok or any kind of social media platforms, be grateful that you have people like us that you actually know. Kemunto knows me. She knows this is Penny. And I'm bringing my personal life here. Back in the day, we used to watch CNN. We used to watch Hollywood. Now, through social media, you can see someone that you know that is telling you what they are doing. This is my personal space. I bring you guys in my personal space for free on my lunch break. To tell you these are the challenges I'm going through. To tell you that, you know what, this worked for me, maybe you can try it. Not the people who went to school and they're up there, they put a face, everything. No, regular people living regular life. Don't use Facebook or social media to abuse people. Use these opportunities to learn from regular people that you know. Statistics can be like, you're told statistics. Data is collected from people you don't know. But right now, the data you're collecting is from someone that you know. Life is how you live it. The destination is the same. We are all going 6 feet under. But for you to live a life with purpose, for you to live a comfortable life, you have to make better choices and create awareness so you can have, more options in your life and make your journey comfortable. Unless you've flown first class, don't tell people first class is nothing. Unless you've had money, you've traveled, you've been around the world, don't tell people traveling and going around the world is nothing. Unless you've had financial freedom, don't tell people that having financial freedom means nothing when you don't have it. Acquire it, fly first class, take your children to college, pay for them, live in a nice neighborhood, drive a nice car, do all these things, and then come back and tell people they mean nothing. After you've achieved everything, get up there, get the comfort, come back and tell people, no, it's not worth it to even have financial freedom. Tell them it's not worth it to take your children to college. Tell them it's not even worth it to drive a nice car with an air conditioner. Tell them that. Go do all that and then come back and tell us that, oh, no, it's not worth it. I'd rather live in poverty with jiggers. The destination is the same. We just want to make your journey a little comfortable by creating self-awareness. God bless you. Share this video. Go to YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm giving you guys my time, my free time. And I would appreciate if you just go there and like. That's all you have to do. Like or subscribe on my page. So that way we can reach more people. And do me a favor today, if you've never done it before, because today this video is really nice and clean. There's nothing bad. Some days I have bad days and I'm saying really things that rub people the wrong way. Today I said very nice things. Share this video. Okay? Take it to your page and put it on your page. Thank you and God bless you.